Hi, my name is Amit. Uh, so today's question is a very important one and an interesting one at that. It's about team health check and its benefits and what can it be. Let's first understand what is team health check. So team health check, as simply as it gets, it's just a quick check or a monitor or a survey with the team members. When I say team, it's Scrum team, PO developers and Scrum master on various different parameters and evaluate and see where we are as a one team. Okay, now before we go to team health checks benefit, let's understand uh, the way you would do it, because benefit would come directly with it. So the way you do it, you don't do in a group. If you first take and gather all the inputs from each team member, and then take an average out of it, and then discuss the whole set of responses from the team for each parameters in that list. Now, why do we do it? As simply as that it would directly or indirectly impact team's happiness and satisfaction. It would uncover the organizational dysfunctions. It would uncover intentional, unintentional, significant, trivial, small, big, whatever kind of gaps in front of the team on the table. It would also show you the good and the excellent areas where team is actually excelling about it. So now the most compelling question is, what are the different parameters and what kind of health check you can do. So there are two health checks which I was able to understood. Atlassian health check monitoring, and then there was Spotify squad health check. Now let's understand about one of them, Atlassian one. It's easily available on the Atlassian as a product. Now there are multiple different parameters. Many of them are from team's perspective, a few of them are from business perspective, and how they impact. Let's discuss about that. So first is full-time PO. Now does the team have a full-time PO or not? If the team member feels that yes they have, they would give a thumbs up. If not, they would give a thumbs down. If they feel neither strongly about it or not disagreeing about it, they would give a thumbs on the side way. So green, yellow, and red in that manner. So in that case, they would say, okay, your PO is available or not. Next is balanced team. As a team, do you feel that you guys have a balanced team or not? Whenever a task is coming to the table that you have to do as a team, do you guys look within the team and say, okay, a balanced team or not? Whenever a task is coming to the table that you have to do as a team, do you guys look within the team and say, okay, we have all these skills and we are cross functional enough and we will be able to finish off this work? Or are we lacking it frequently, consistently, and then we are looking outside the team members, maybe taking a lot of time to train, and we are reluctant to pick up that task because of lack of technical knowledge or whatever. Shared understanding. Does the team really have a shared understanding of what they are trying to build, why they are trying to build, something of that sort? Value and matrices. So what's the value that they are about to bring to the table? Matrices is like, what is the meaning of success to business and users? Is the team aware about it? Are stakeholders informed about it? Proof of concept. So if there is a measurable, demonstrable approach that has been or that should be taken to validate the legitimate business value, business need, basically. Is the team aware of that? Why that product is being built? That's proof of concept. One page is like a project charter wherein team would have team would be familiar with and would be able to articulate why we are trying to build this product, and they can even articulate to any of the stakeholders at any point in time, so they are clear in the reason behind the drive behind this product or project. Now next is manage dependencies. It's a complex one. So what happens is, whenever there is a user story or a requirement or a task that has to be done, does the team feel that they understand dependencies? Are they being kept at a minimum? What's the complexity of the dependency? What's the effort that they are going to take up to work on that dependency? Are they aware about the infrastructural needs that would be taken for this dependencies? Are there any risk that would be projected upon my task, or any user story that I'm about to pick? Are there people related dependencies? All these would be managed dependencies. So last is velocity. Now velocity as a term, it's just velocity, but what I mean by velocity is various different parameters, which is like delivering value, the complexity of the whole user story, the whole product that we are trying to build. Are we trying to build a customer ready shippable software or not? Are we learning along the way or not? Because at the end of the day, we should be inspecting what we are doing every day and then adapting, because we need to be what we are doing every day and then adapting, because we need to be pushing our journey an inch closer to where we should be going. Now next question should be an obvious follow-up: when should be doing it? Because you're now reflecting on your past actions and thoughts and whatever activities, events that you're doing in day-to-day life. You're actually retrospectively serving the whole discussion, right? So it should be ideally done as part of your sprint retrospective. It can also be done as an isolated one event, and more importantly, it should be done as a number of checkpoints, maybe quarterly, maybe every 2 months, maybe after a set of sprints, and then periodically done again. All of this, if done again and again, and like I said, inspected and adapted upon, it's supposed to help the team members to have more satisfaction and happiness. And like I said earlier, it would uncover organizational dysfunctions. It would help to uncover significant intentional or unintentional gaps. So yeah, I strongly recommend to do that. Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Hi friends, Gautam here. So today's topic is what is health check. So to start with, what is a health check is, health check with simply shows the health of your team. How they are performing, at what stage or at what level your team is there. All those information can be gathered from a health check. So going into this health check, these health checks can be done in different ways. One thing is they can be done for a focused topic, or they can be done for a in a general way, and also they can be done at different times, like quarterly ones, half-yearly ones, yearly ones. Each sprint or each iteration, all those things you can perform. So then coming to how or what is the health check we normally do is, one is called as a focused health check. Focused health check, we focus specifically on some particular topics. Say for example, we will just test what's the agile knowledge of the team. Are they really being agile? All those things we might check using a focused agile. This is just one thing. You can also do a focus health check based on for a specific sprint, or for project level things. All those things you can do it as a focused health check. And the other thing is a general health check, wherein you will include all the topics, the agile knowledge of the team, the technical skills of the team, any difficulties of the team, getting feedback about the POs, Scrum Master, like how do you feel the project is going? Are we really delivering the value? Do you have any difficulties? All those things will be some general health check we will also be doing. Timing, like I said, you can do it at any point of time, and the timing, the timing will depend according to the need of the health check. Say for example, like if you do it in a sprint, then that purely focuses on the sprint, and if you do it quarterly or half early, then you just track the progress of the team using the health check. So how we do is like, yeah, of course you can use the Jira tool to perform the health checks. Even Jira provides some health checks option for you. But how we do is, we have a team of Scrum Masters, so we actually do for other team. Okay, like I, as a Scrum Master, will be setting up the questionnaires for another team. This is how we do. We are 4 or 5 Scrum Masters are there in our team, so each one does the questionnaires for the other teams. Why is it? Because just to give a third eye view, so that the questions are not like it's not so generic, or the questions don't or the questions try to get answers from the team, rather than the questions just vaguely um, you know um, questions are poorly worded, so that it doesn't give any meaningful result out of the health check. So this is how we do, and basically we use um, uh, a scale of 1 to 5 is what we use, and also sometimes we use a thumbs up, thumbs down things also, and this is how we do this health check for our teams. And how, to yeah this health check will give you a lot of information, like it will tell you a lot of information. And before doing a health check, there are some things that should take into mind. A health check will be very helpful only if the team is very open for the health check. And the other thing is, one thing I have to say is, you have to perform this health check in an anonymous way. That's better. And coming to the next point, like, the team has to have the openness in them. Only then the health check will be very, very useful. I understand, like, starting it will be not there, but going forward, once the team comes to know that, as once a health check is completed and they see something is being implemented out of the health check. Okay, say for example, if a guy or most of the people in the health check say that something is wrong, and when we try to fix it, then the openness comes into play, and in the upcoming health checks the people will give you very open feedback. So this is very, very important for a health check, openness. So let me summarize the points for you today. What is health check? It's simply to check the health of the team, how they are performing, in what terms, what is the understanding of the agile, what problems do they have. These are the one things. Second thing is, how do you perform? It can be a focused one, or it can be a general health check. And when do you perform? It's up to you. Like, anytime you can perform, sprint wise or quarterly wise or fairly wise. It's up to you. Then the third point would be like, the team should have a open-minded thing to perform the health check. Only then you will be getting a positive, it's not a positive, like, you will be getting an open feedback from the team. So that's it, guys. These are the points for today. Thank you.
Hey, hi all. This is Abhishek again. So today question is a team health check and their benefit. So I'll give you one example. When we have onboarded a complete new team, a Scrum team, and when we started working towards PI, and few initial PI, we are working on the enablers, infrastructure setup, DevOps configuration, CI/CD pipeline, and we have to set up GitHubs and everything. We are able to done some deliverable in the first iterations, which are more enabler and infrastructure related. While we got to know, I mean, for the first iteration, after first iteration, we have to now taking a few stories which are like UI based, and we have to work on the designing part for the application or the product, and wireframe which are designed by the SME. We got to know, I mean, maximum work on for the UI, and within a team we saw, I mean, we have a skill set, but while we saw the work estimation and the capacity and the type of functionality we have chosen, we have to deliver maximum UI in that iterations, and the team have don't all the compatibility with each developer. So as a Scrum Master, I observe, I mean, team need a lot of a cop up towards a skill set. So due to that, I saw, I mean, the health check is it's not up to the mark. I think we are not able to deliver. So what we have to do for the further is we have to start cross train them. So cross train them means I know I have a guy with the React. He's a good with all the full stack technologies, but other people are maybe a tester or maybe a database guy or maybe only Java they know. So I started pairing them. Pairing them means they have to work on the same user story and in a pair. So I have a full stack developer, I have a database guy, so they are paired. So they interchange their knowledge. While they're interchanging them, in the next iteration, they are more groomed. So a full stack developer, I have a database guy, so they are paired. So they interchange their knowledge. While they're interchanging them, in the next iteration, they are more groomed. So they are in the next level, next ladder. So if tomorrow the similar kind of work will come, they are able to deliver. So this is how it took me to 3 to 4 iterations and the first PI, where I cross-trained the team and I found they are capable, they are able to cop up to do any kind of skill set work which is within a team. So this is how I sorted this. Second thing is while I'm working in a service industries and you're working for a customer, the customer are for me is banking. So they are from the banking side, and I initially face, I mean, the product owner is a complete product owner, or he have a different set of roles. So those things I need to figure it out. And what I observe, I mean, a dedicated product owner we needed. So within a ART agile train we found. I mean, the product owner we need some dedicated time towards team, so that a team should be mature for the product. I mean, they understood what they are delivering. It's valuable to the end user, and they are getting a good feedback. And on the lean agile prospect, we are able to improvise our throughput or lead time as as step by step, and we improvise. So every time we have to do a health check for the team, it's helped me out to understand one-on-one people, how they are within a team. Do we are able to deliver our goal? We have a scrum team, but do we are able to deliver our goals? Do we are able to deliver our values to the customer? And do we are enough mature as a scrum team? So this is all I observe while I do the observation of health check, and the benefits are immediately it shows while you're doing improvisation towards it. Thank you. I hope I'm able to cover my inputs. Yeah, thank you.
Hi all, this is Satish. So today's topic for discussion is what's a team check and how we'll be doing it and the benefits of it. And if you are planning to do as part of retrospective and how you'll be doing that. So maybe let's start with to understand like what's a team health check. So the team health check actually it's a self-evaluation tool, so which can be conducted in form of an workshop way or format for the agile team, so which will help them to improve and become more efficient for the team to deliver high value and improve day by day. So the purpose or the benefit of this workshop is to like increase uh, awareness among the team members, and which will actually have a discussion, and they would be able to improve day by day, and how they will become like better and successful by delivering value to the high value to the like business and the stakeholders. So this all about the what's actually team health check, and some of these benefits I could think of like as I said, like it will increase awareness among the among the team, the challenges they are facing and how do they overcome, and also like having these discussions with like having the current state of current team status of the health check and where they want to achieve. Based on that, that the team can come up with a plan and proceed further. And also like based on this, like there can be some insights can be generated for improvement plans, which can be actually shared what and all in case like a management support is required for some of the things. So this can be shared, and accordingly the action plan can be worked upon. So how often like do we do this, like, and we actually did this as part of every 3 months quarter. Here from my previous projects, we call this as that mature the team maturity model. So we usually have the set of questions, I think about some 15, which has like if you are doing good, like we will mark as green, otherwise we will mark as red. So let's actually start with it maybe. So this actually usually like we can do it as a separate meeting, or you can convert one of the retrospective to do this, but in the same way. But actually when you are going to do this, just in the first maybe in the at the start of the meeting, just make them the team aware about the workshop and what's the model like you're going to use to come up with this team health check of that current state. And if there are some previous health checks available at the end, how we progressed, based on that we can actually compare. So maybe the maybe to start with, there were like certain topics. Actually I think we used some about 18 to 20, I believe, some topics. So it will have like some of this. If the team members feels that how things they are doing currently for a topic, then they will be voting green. If that team member they think that if today the way they think it's not going good, they will vote. If something intermediate, that like they can vote actually and yellow. So yeah, this would maybe the some of the topics which I remember would be like some dependability. How dependability, like how actually team member they depend on any help on the other team members for a task or something like that. And similarly trust and safety. Then purpose, they understood the purpose of that sprint goal or the organization they're working, and how they are actually delivering value and the team autonomy, and how they are continuously improving, and how they are collaborating as a team and teamwork, and how about like their empathy about making decisions by themselves. So and integrity. So maybe these are the things I could think of generally how we did it. did was like, maybe one of the team member, for example, let me take couple of things and read it. Maybe the one, like, I think the based on that, the teamwork. So the under this, when we take this, like, there will be actually two chords are, I mean, if you are using a virtual model, it's like it would be in green and red color statements. So it will be written like as a team member, if they all feel like often they are like collaborating closely with other team members and towards the common goal and achieving it. And on the red card, it would be like we work individually and don't care about like others much, other task what the other team members. So when suppose for example, when this things is come, so every team member can just, each of the team member can just put their like votes, like either how what they think as part of that, like green or red, or if they feel intermediate, they can put actually yellow. So similarly for the other one more topic, like let me tell you, like for delivering business value. So like for example, like that the card will have like for delivering business value, if they are doing, if the team member feel that the card will have like I am proud for that value we deliver, and the business and stakeholders are very happy and very happy. So on the other hand, if it's not happening, so like the card will have like our stakeholders hate us, like the like what is the thing we are actually delivering. So maybe I have given these two examples based on this, like two of the parameters I have given. So there were like many things, so we have used about, as I said, like some 18 to 20. So based on it, every team member would vote, and finally, like for each item, right, for each item you would count the number of like green and red and yellow votes, and we will see like, and finally based on this we can generate the insights. So it's like here, if where and all we see like more reds or yellows, we will focus on, discuss on that and come up with with a plan, how do we improve on that as a team, come with actually a plan and overcoming that plan, so that team day by day they improve a lot. And if there are any less actually green items also, for I think for that also we can do the same things. So from this actually how to the goal and the action items and who will be actually winning, sometimes we need to take some of the things, right, to the management. Those things, all everything we will be discuss at the end. Maybe at the close of it we can again summarize this. So I mean, this is my understanding about the team health. This is how actually we have did it. Yeah, thank you.